G'day, I'm Warwick Schiller, and somewhere on the internet or in a magazine somewhere I've seen an ad for, it could be for Professional's Choice, some sports medicine boot I think it is, and I think the ad has a rope or a picture of a rope or something in it, and it said, don't practice till you get it right, practice till you can't get it wrong. And I recently saw that somewhere, and someone was saying something about, oh well, you know, you can't be perfect or whatever, but it's not, it doesn't mean perfect. What it means is do something. You know, don't just do something till you get it right once and think you know it. You've got to be able to do it pretty much every single time. And for me, training horses to do things, you know, it's kind of like, just because you got your horse on the trailer doesn't mean he knows how to get on the trailer. You've got to teach him how to get on the trailer, and you've got to do it a certain way every time, and you've got to keep doing it, and you've got to keep teaching him how to do it till he does it perfectly. It's not like you put him on once and he knows it. And it's the same thing with catching, with, you know, with all sorts of things. And it's kind of the same way we learnt the alphabet, okay? Right now, if I was standing there with you and I'd say, you know, tell me the alphabet, and it doesn't matter what age you are, you'd be able to go A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, blah, 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 without even thinking about it, because we do the same thing with the alphabet and with counting, okay? When you teach kids how to count and the alphabet, what you don't do is teach it to them until they can do it right and then stop, you know? First time a kid gets the alphabet correct from start to finish, if we said, okay, good, you never ever have to practice that again, none of us nowadays would remember the alphabet. We learn it and then we practice it and practice and practice till you can't get it wrong. Only when you can't get it wrong can you stop practicing it. And I think training horses is the same thing. And I'm not talking about drilling them on things, just pound and pound and pound and pound and pound it. But you're still, you know, for me, a horse doesn't know it unless every time I ask for it, he goes, yeah, I know the answer. He's not looking for other answers. Because training a horse, it doesn't matter if he gets something wrong. There's no punishment for it. It's just we're trying to teach him to find the right answer. It's not like it's bad you get it wrong. That's all part of the learning process. But I don't ever think a horse knows something until he gets it right every time. Meaning, you know, I ask him for something and he doesn't go, is this what you want? Or is this what you want? Or is this what you want? He's not guessing anymore. He goes, I know the answer. And I'm not saying it has to be perfect, but he knows the answer. Anyway, so this is Albert. I don't know if any of you guys have watched my videos for very long, but Albert featured in quite a few of my YouTube videos, maybe 4 or 5 years ago, something like that. Anyway, we've since sold him, and Albert went off to a new home and was a trial riding horse for a couple of years. Anyway, the lady had to change him circumstances and had to get rid of her horses, and she gave him back to us. And so Albert's been here for about 5 months. I've ridden him once in 5 months. I put a saddle on him and rode him around for 5 minutes just to see what Albert was like, and that was probably 3 months ago, I think. You know, so he's been out in the pasture all winter. He's been out in the mud. Well, he came back, his mane was rubbed out, so he doesn't quite look like he used to look, but he's still the same old Albert. Anyway, so I hopped on him this afternoon to make a bit of a video on the video I was making was about a green horse, or a horse that's not doing things quite right. And I thought, well, I'll try something here, because Albert was a reining horse. Albert hasn't done any reining for a couple of years at least. I'd say 2.5 years, 4 years. Hasn't done any reining for 4 years. Okay, so Albert had about 2 years of training before we sold him. Okay, so he did reining for 2 years. Well, he didn't do reining for 2 years because it was, you know, the first year is teach him how to be a horse. Second year is the reining stuff. But he's been 4 years since he's done any reining. And he wasn't a great reiner when he was doing the reining. He wasn't terribly talented. But anyway, the point I want to show you here is Albert hasn't done any reining stuff for longer than he has done it for. If I just take the bridle off and lay this rein on his neck here and ask him to spin. Now, it is not the world's best spin by any means, but see if you can back up a step here, Albert. Okay. It's not the world's best reining spin, but what I'm saying here is Albert has not forgotten what that rein laying against his neck, what a good little man, what that actually means. And so that's what I'm getting at with this whole thing here is, and that's what that print ad that I read that said, don't practice till you get it right, practice till you can't get it wrong. What it really means is practice it till you know it. Like you don't have to think about it anymore. You can just do the thing, whatever that thing is. It doesn't matter if it's playing guitar or learning to play the piano, or training a horse to do something. You want to try to work on it until it's good. My son plays the guitar, and when he's learning a song, even when he gets it right, he still keeps practicing the song, and then after a while he'll go, "Oh, you want to hear a song?" and he'll just play it because he knows it. He doesn't have to and so you don't know it until all the ums and ahs go away, and it takes quite a while to to work on things till all the ums and ahs go away. So anyway, if you ever see that ad, and it's quoted a lot in sports and stuff like that too, but if you ever see that ad that says, "Don't work on it till you get it right, work on it till you can't get it wrong," that's what it means. It doesn't mean you have to be perfect, because no one can be perfect at things, but it just means practice it until you're not struggling with it anymore. And if you ask your horse to do that particular thing, they just do it right then. They don't kind of I'm not sure, maybe you should try this, maybe you should try that. So anyway, that gives you something to think about, and it's kind of fun to be back with my old friend Albert here.